I recently went out of town and I was once again plagued with the issue of, do I put my shop on vacation mode or do I extend my processing time? So in this video, I'm going to talk you through what I did and what I think worked best for my shop. So hi, I'm Desha. Welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, I talk about my small business that I run out of this small studio in my house. I show behind the scenes of things that I'm creating. I show how I market it on social media, and I just try to give you advice so that way you don't make the mistakes that I did. So if that interests you, then come along. As you know, I'm a teacher, and typically whenever I take a vacation, it's usually through whatever break I'm on. So if it's for spring break, I'm pretty much gone the whole week. If it's fall break, I'm pretty much gone the whole week. And that's stressful as a small business owner because I'm always plagued with the issue of, do I put my shop on vacation mode? And there are reasons why I really don't want to do that. Of course, if you're on vacation mode, you are basic. It's kind of like your store just shuts down. Like all your listings no longer appear in search, is what I've gathered, because they don't want to offer a product to somebody who's not going to be able to ship it out, right? So you're getting no customer, orders or anything, which could be a pro or a con. Like you want to enjoy your vacation. You're not getting any messages. You're not, you're able to stress less because you're not having to worry about these things. But the cons are, you lose your visibility. If you go put your shop on vacation mode, it has the potential to mess up your momentum that you're having. And then it takes time afterward to get your traffic back. And if you're a small shop like I am, I don't want to have to do those things. But on the other side, extending your processing time. So, like, if you say right now that you can get it shipped between 2 and 3 days, I knew I was leaving for vacation for a whole week. So I put that you're not going to get it for 2 weeks. Sometimes when people see that date, especially in a world when you can get something on Amazon like that, people don't want to wait like that. But I was like, if I just extend my processing time, I'm going to get less orders, but at least my shop is still showing up in search. My product should be still showing up. People can still favorite it, even if they're not buying it, right? I just felt like extending my processing time makes the most sense for me. Now, last time I did this, I got maybe 6 orders. It was fine. Like some of them were small things. I was just happy to still be, making money or whatever while I was away. This time, this time was an anomaly. Me and my husband were sitting there and I'm like, what is going on? What is happening? Because the week I was on vacation was one of the best days in my shop since holiday season. Since the holiday rush, this was by far one of my best weeks. And I'm like, what happened? So let's just talk about it. I'm gonna put the numbers up on the screen. We are very visible over here. I do not care. So first of all, I just want to say that while I was on vacation, I hit 700 sales. Shut up. I feel like it took me a while to get from 6 to 700, but yeah, I'm just so grateful that you know what I mean, like that I'm in this space because there's so many people that haven't gotten to this point, and I feel like I've hustled so hard and I've worked so hard. So I'm not gonna get emotional, but definitely that made me excited. So for vacation, I put the custom date in as I left. I left on June 6th, but I went ahead and put it on June 5th because that's the day I changed the processing time. And then we got back on June 13th. So that's the custom range. In that time, I had 565 visits to my shop, 10 orders, and my conversion rate was 1.8. But I made $479.43 in revenue. And that's insane. And if you look on here, one day I almost made $200 because a lot of the things that we're selling were annotated books. I sold 4, and I was like, what is going on? One of the orders was the day that I landed. Like when my flight landed, I turned my phone back on off airplane mode, and I had a sale for $100 something. And I was like, oh, that has to be an annotated book, but it actually wasn't. It was 2 blind dates with a book and a bunch of different like bookmarks and stickers. So I was just in complete shock. Honestly, each time, like one night I sold a book. My husband has access to my Etsy stuff, and he's like, do you want me to relist it? And I'm like, yeah, that's fine. And I went to sleep and I rolled over and he's like, hey, you have another order for another annotated book. Do you want me to relist that one too? And I was like, sure. And I don't know, that was just kind of the way that it went. And yeah, was it kind of stressful sometimes? Like I'm on vacation, but I'm thinking, okay, when I get back, I have to do XYZ. Yes, but for the person that I am, I'd rather have that little bit of stress than be worried about, can I even get this momentum back when I get back? So I feel like that's a personal choice, but that's the choice that I made. Also, I've said it before, like Etsy wants to make money. right? When you are doing things to make money, they push your products. So I truly feel like the day that I got all of those different sales, a lot of it stemmed from like I made a sale. Etsy's going to keep pushing your products to more people so you can potentially get more sales. And the more people buy from you, it's just good visibility. So overall for the month, I'm in a really good place currently. Well, honestly, the visits have decreased 39% compared to the same time last year, but my revenue has increased 152% compared to last year. So the revenue is way up. Oh, and for the month, I'll just give you an update, even though it's not over. Um, my revenue so far is $598.54 for the month. And that's not including TikTok Shop. Now, TikTok Shop, I did have to put on vacation mode. If I can change the processing time on there, I haven't figured it out. But I actually got an order on there this morning, and I did a live the other day and I had an order. So, not upset at all about that. Just looking at the numbers and just seeing how I did, I don't think I would ever put my shop on vacation mode. Unless I was going, if I was going for somewhere for more than 2 weeks, I probably would. But for me, like it's usually a week. Like we went from Saturday to Friday, got back and just fixed my processing times back to the normal dates. I just truly think that is the way to go. I should also point out I've never actually put my shop on like vacation mode, but that's just from like what I've seen other people talking about. So I don't actually have a personal experience with that. But I'm just thinking of all this money I would have left on the table if I was on vacation mode. You know what I mean? Like, not kidding. One of my best weeks in a while. So, not upset about that. Not to get into everything that's going on in the world right now, but I do think that people are spending a little bit more money than they were in the last few months, too. I just feel like now is the time to be present and visible because typically in the summer, in like spring going into summer, we don't see a lot of high traffic. But I've watched some videos talking about like Etsy and other e-commerce platforms being on the uptick, and I think that now would be a great time to, have your shop ready. So definitely don't recommend going on vacation mode. I would extend that processing time. Anybody that messaged me, I just went ahead and messaged them back. It wasn't that serious for me. And then anybody that had questions, like I'll let them know, like, hey, I'm just on vacation. Like, honestly, I have until like the 20 something to ship it out. Today's the 15th. Most of my orders are going out today. So just letting them know, like, I gave myself that time in case I needed it, but your stuff is on the way. So just like communicating and let them know. But other than that, like I said, it wasn't too stressful for me to be able to just be on my phone a little bit and handle those messages. I think you can put in auto replies where it will automatically reply to a customer and let them know, like, hey, I am currently out of town, but I will be, getting back to you as soon as possible or starting your order as soon as possible. So I think you can just test whatever works best in your shop. Like if that's just stressful for you, enjoy your vacation. No one is, you know what I mean? Like no one is stopping you or making you want to make you feel bad about enjoying your vacation. But if that's something that you're worried about, like I was, I do think that it's worth leaving it, like leaving your shop off of vacation mode. So not only did my shop do well while I was gone, but I hit those 700 sales and I just feel on top of the world. So just thank you so much for coming along with me on my journey and like trusting me to give you some advice too. Like I said, I'm not an expert. I'm learning alongside of you. Like when I finish watching this video, I'm gonna watch somebody else's video. You know what I mean? To keep learning. But I think that's the beauty of it is being able to share those, successes and wins, but also the failures with each other. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. Let me know if there's anything else you want to see. I know someone mentioned the other day if I ever talked about like SEO and making titles and tags, and I can. I do think there are some better resources on YouTube already. I feel like I've just kind of taken what they've done, but I've kind of been playing around with the idea of doing a um like a new launch of products. So if I do that, I may take you on the whole process and then talk about tags and stuff then. But let me know if there's anything else you want to see. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the things below, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.